I feel happier and more connected to Real Madrid, even though I had a great year in Barcelona. In the end, my history with Barca was terrible, similar to what Neymar experienced. Barcelona always had issues with Brazilian players like Neymar, Romario, Ronaldinho, and me. In the end, we were all treated poorly by the club despite all our contributions and dedication. That's what Ronaldo told Brazil's Esporte Interativo television. Barcelona was once seen by fans as the best home for Brazilian attacking stars in the late 20th and early 2000s. If you were one of Brazil's best forwards, you would have likely played for Barcelona. Because of this, many of their greatest legacies were also at this club, and Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima was no exception. The brevity of his time there might make it hard for many to remember, but it is believed that if Barcelona hadn't lost their young star, the world would have witnessed greatness and harmony together for many years, enough to captivate them endlessly. Our story today also explains why Ronaldo couldn't become greater at Barcelona after one fantastic season, or, more precisely, the reason he moved to Inter Milan after doing incredible things in the Spanish club's colors. In the book, Goodbye But Not Farewell, Robson wrote that one of the legacies of his years in charge was bringing Ronaldo to Catalonia's great circus. He recalled that President Josep Luis Núñez said, "Bobby, we need a top striker, someone to excite the fans and score goals. Do you know anyone?" Robson replied, "There's a guy in England I really like. His name is Alan Shearer. He will score goals anywhere. Just place him in a situation where Pep Guardiola and Risto Stoichkov support him, and he will score 30 goals a season, guaranteed. He also has a good character." Robson called Blackburn Rovers' coach Ray Harford and said that Barcelona wanted to have Alan Shearer. "We had a huge money to pay, but the answer was not only the Blackburn Rovers' owner couldn't sell him, but also the Barcelona's members couldn't expose England's striker and reveal anything to media because of their bothering." Back at Blaugrana, President Núñez was very alarmed with the upcoming match and, after firing Cruyff, had to quickly unveil a blockbuster signing to appease the fans and buy himself some time. Robson had an idea, ignited by his assistant. "There's a young boy in Brazil with incredible potential at PSV who has better dribbling skills than Shearer. I know that club, and they will sell him. I think they will get $10 million for him." Barcelona and PSV haggled a lot, and the boy's value went from $10 million to $18 million. Ronaldo was on duty for Brazil at the Atlanta Olympics in 1996. That summer, he was allowed to negotiate with Barcelona in Miami. After winning a bronze medal at the 1996 Olympics, Ronaldo moved to Barca as the world's most expensive player. There were many details from that season we can summarize as follows: 47 goals in 49 matches, including 34 goals in 37 La Liga matches, a record that was later equaled by Messi in the 2009-2010 season. In many statements, Bobby Robson described part of that magic. "I've never met anyone who can score unimaginable goals in every game like Ronaldo. Maradona scored exceptional goals in Mexico in 1986, but Ronaldo did it every day." Strikers have their issues. Some are fast with bursts of speed, some are strong in shielding and holding up the ball, while others, like Ronaldo with his gapped teeth and squirrel-quick feet, can do all those things. A perfectly terrifying player. On October 12, 1996, Ronaldo created a historic goal. From 50 meters out, surrounded by 4 defenders, he received the ball, broke free from 2 players, sprinted into the box, and used continuous feints to beat 2 defenders before decisively finishing past the goalkeeper, all within just 10 seconds. As Ronaldo's fame grew, his goals were replayed many times worldwide. Ronaldo greatly contributed to his team winning the Copa del Rey and the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup. By the end of 1996, he was voted FIFA's World Player of the Year at the age of 20, and he finished second in the Ballon d'Or, losing by just 1 point to Matthias Sammer. Nike released a message stating, "Ronaldo is God's answer when you ask for a football player." However, this is where the complications begin. Here's the context. A 20-year-old who played 53 matches in 2 seasons for PSV, was a member of Brazil's squad in the 1994, 1995, and 1996 summer tournaments, and always considered unstoppable whenever he took the field. But he also missed a lot of playing time at the Dutch club due to knee problems and frequently had to make transatlantic flights to play for Brazil. During his time at Barca, from November 1996 to January 1997, Ronaldo had a poor performance period, starting a conflict between him, Barca's fitness coach Antonio Gomes, and the Brazilian national team's physiotherapist, Nilton Petroni. The Catalan media sided with Barca, questioning Ronaldo's behavior and constant flights to Brazil, fearing he might act as irresponsibly as Romario had. Ronaldo went 5 matches without scoring, and Barca lost 2 of those matches at San Mamés and the Bernabeu. Ronaldo claimed the training system initially worked well, but was now insufficient, especially against stronger teams. I respect Barcelona's play style, but with Brazil, we play with 3 up front more securely. I hold the ball more, and it wouldn't be good for me to change that system. There was also speculation that Ronaldo was slightly frustrated after losing $6,000 in a bet with Roberto Carlos over the Inter-Barca match result. Both had agreed the loser would donate to the other's chosen charity. Before Christmas, Ronaldo missed training after his flight from Brazil was delayed. He brought a fitness report from Petrone to present to Barca's fitness staff, considered a provocative move in response to the club's complaints about his performance in November and December. After a minor injury in October, Ronaldo told the media, "I don't disagree with the treatment in Barcelona, but the fact is, after the injury, I wasn't fully recovered. In Brazil, the medical staff helped me return to peak condition." During this challenging period, Ronaldo was even booed by home fans, responding that those who came to the stadium to jeer were not true Barca supporters and should stay home. His frequent flights, sometimes 10 in 3 months, were peculiar. Ronaldo occasionally returned to Brazil for 48 hours to celebrate New Year with family. Other reasons included knee checkups and sometimes parties. A strange incident occurred when Ronaldo was told by teammate Risto Stoichkov, known for his pranks, that practice would start at around 3:30 or 4 p.m. The next morning, Ronaldo's phone rang continuously and he was 75 minutes late. He explained to local media, "I didn't see the training schedule on the board. I asked Risto, and I would never play such a prank. I was sound asleep when the phone rang and slept until early afternoon, thinking I didn't need to get up." Ronaldo added he wasn't angry. Many hoped Ronaldo's scandal-filled story would end with, "and they all lived happily ever after." But that didn't happen. It partly explains why Barca couldn't win La Liga when 3 matches remained, as their best player chose to join the Brazil squad for the friendly 4 Nations tournament with Italy, England, and France. Barca argued with FIFA that the Confederations Cup predecessor was not an official FIFA tournament, thus Ronaldo couldn't return while still having important La Liga matches. However, FIFA rejected this claim. Ronaldo, not wanting to miss the chance to start for his national team, was in Lyon with the Selección preparing for a friendly against France, while Barcelona lost to Urquell, effectively ending their title hopes. Ronaldo's agent claimed a deal to extend Ronaldo's contract, previously considered complete, was torn up by President Núñez. Ronaldo was furious, believing his love for the city and club was disregarded. In the final weeks of the season, with Madrid crowned champions, Ronaldo scored twice in a 5-0 win against Costa Rica as Brazil began their Copa America campaign. While Barca won the Copa del Rey, Ronaldo won the 1997 Copa America and was named the tournament's best player. The end of Ronaldo's time at Barcelona came after a dinner out. Vice President Joan Gaspart, who became president in 2000, recalled, "We had a contract draft before Ronaldo and his 2 agents at 3 p.m. We decided to go out to celebrate before signing, which was a mistake. Had we signed right then, Ronaldo would have stayed at Barca." One of his agents received a call from Inter president Massimo Moratti. When we returned to the office, Ronaldo had left and his agent aimed to renegotiate everything, sabotaging the deal. Even if Barca reopened discussions, it was clear there was no chance. The next day, Inter deposited $24 million into La Liga's account to trigger Ronaldo's release clause, making him the second player after Diego Maradona to twice break the world transfer record. There were various reports about reactions. Some said Ronaldo was sad to leave Barca, others that he was angry and followed his agent's advice to create tension for a transfer. Gaspart later insisted Ronaldo still thought of Barca, frustrated by being taken away. Barca sued Inter, demanding an additional $3 million, but the total remained $27 million. ESPN reported Ronaldo's agents, Alexandre Martins and Reynaldo Pita, were seen as the demons by Barca, believed to have manipulated Ronaldo into leaving for Inter. Whether Ronaldo was neglected by Barca at the end of his contract or manipulated by his agents remains uncertain, known only to those involved. What is clear is that Ronaldo later found happiness at Real Madrid, though he was half the player he had been at 20 with Barcelona.